Welcome back to the gun channel. In today's video I'm going to take 4 different guns through one drill and time it all. Some of the information in here will be scientific and usable, some of it will not be, but throughout the video I'll definitely comment on what's a bullshit comparison and what is actually a usable comparison. And at the end I'll throw in an extra drill and share my final thoughts about the whole experiment altogether. The guns we're going to use. Number 1 is a 5.56 rifle, 16-inch barrel, and the number 2 gun will be a 9mm pistol caliber carbine. The number 3 gun will be a full-size handgun, and the number 4 handgun will be a compact 9mm P365XL with a red dot on it. The drill is going to be a standard silhouette target, a still target at 12 yards away. The starting position of the weapon will be in the low ready position, so ready to go. I'm using a structure, so I'm going to shoot to the right of the structure, through the center of the structure, and then to the left of the structure. As far as the rifles go, when I go to the left side of the structure, I'll be using my weak hand or my left hand to shoot those rifles to keep concealment. This kind of drill can be a little overwhelming or confusing to watch, so I'm going to do the drill 4 times all the way through with all 4 guns, and I'll take it kind of slow on the first session, and then as we get to 2, 3, and 4, we'll kind of speed it up a little bit to keep the video moving. The first drill is rifle versus rifle here. The AR15 is not set up yet with a red dot single point sling and or the stock like the CZ Scorpion is, so it's bullshit as far as time comparison, but it's really perfect to see the setup necessary or needed next to make my AR15 as fast as a Scorpion, if not faster. Moving on to the handguns, as the rounds or the sessions progress, you'll see a common theme of occasionally missing with the handguns, if not missing a lot with the smaller one. Here's all 4 running. There's value in finding out my limitations on each. Speed and accuracy, aka not missing, the winner goes to the CZ Scorpion. You can see I'm not really rushing anything, just warming up and getting familiar with each one of the weapons and how to manipulate them. And the pink elephant in the room is the 5.56 kinetic energy compared to the 9mm. So the accuracy and kinetic energy winner is definitely the AR-15, especially once I get my AR-15 set up properly with the red dot sling and stock. What do we have here? It's underway already. Here's the front end on it. Got a light setup going on it. I've got this little Holosun 2 MOA red dot on it. 3x magnifier, nothing wrong with that. And I've got this new mag pull stock. I'm not sure what it's called. I'll make a whole video on this particular AR in the near future. It's got that FN barrel in it from Palmetto State Armory. But back to the video. And now we're going to move on to round 2, and then we'll start off with the rifles again. Similar results found to round 1, the biggest factor being missing a red dot on the AR-15 and perhaps a little bit more recoil. And as far as the pistols go, I really shit the bed on the P365XL. I had trouble finding the red dot on the first presentation. I'm starting to see a trend or consistency of more likely to miss with the smaller handguns, but also saving time, not having to switch hands to keep concealment with the handguns. So a little bit of a trade-off there, no surprise. And I chose to keep cover by switching shoulders with the rifle on purpose for this specific drill. I'm going to keep building drills like this in the future, changing the distance and the situation and the structure or framework of each drill, but we can talk more about that at the end of the video. Okay, moving on to round 3 with the rifles again first, and we'll speed things up a little bit. Perhaps pulling back a little bit to get a helicopter view for these results for the last couple of rounds. Specifically the CZ Scorpion setup, the design, and the caliber. Once I find that red dot on the target, I just double tap that trigger and both rounds hit that target every time at 12 yards. I'm looking forward to doing this drill again using 5-round burst instead of 2-round burst as ammo becomes more available. Okay, let's move on and gather some more data from round 4. Starting to get a better feel for each weapon, nothing blazing fast, mostly just like a systematic confidence building with each specific weapon. How to move. I only had 6 rounds loaded in a P365, so I ran out of ammunition on this particular drill and that gun because I missed 2 shots earlier. I can see here if I had a red dot on my AR15 that the times would have been much closer if not having the AR15 edge out the Scorpion. However, because of the unfair setup between the 2 weapons, the Scorpion edged out the AR15 once again for speed and accuracy. The next drill is going to be a burst of 5 rounds each. I only did this drill once because of the ammo shortage. And also 5 rounds. Why 5 rounds? It takes 3 to 5 rounds on average to stop a single attacker with a pistol caliber. The rifle results were not very surprising, as you can see here, and again the red dot acquisition on the AR-15 would have been faster. On a personal and psychological note, I tried to run my pistols as fast as my rifles, and that's simply not realistic. As a result, I shot fast and missed fast. And not surprising, the 2 rifles won out, and here we go. We've got the 2 rifles going at it side by side, and the Scorpion just barely edges out the AR-15, probably most likely the time it took to me to acquire the sights on the target, not having a red dot on the AR-15. Alright, some of the takeaways. I would say, why this drill? I like this drill because I liked shooting around a structure, through a structure, and to the left of the structure. It also forced a shoulder change on the weapon, which is added value for me to better get familiar with my weapons. And one thing I would have liked to have done different on this drill is doing a burst of 3 or 5 shots versus 2, and we already covered why that is, because of ammo shortage. Having the distance at 12 yards to a silhouette is obviously a huge disadvantage to the pistols, and a great advantage to the rifles, or the SBR. Trying to shoot my pistols as fast as the rifle, I'm gonna miss. Finding a red dot on a pistol is inconsistent. Sometimes I get it quickly and sometimes I don't. Finding my iron sights is more consistent. At least the initial shots. Not having a red dot on my AR-15 did substantially slow me down. Recoil does matter. There's a conversation to be had for yourself, your own internal conversation to be had for yourself. If it takes 3 to 5 shots from a pistol caliber to stop a threat on average, I would surmise that the AR-15 has a much lower hit need in order to stop a threat, so from its kinetic energy. I think if I do this drill in the future, I might do like 5 shots on the pistol caliber, on the 9mm weapons, and then maybe only 3 hits on the AR-15 to help balance out the kinetic energy input into the target. Let's say that 5 shots of 9mm equals like, I don't know, 3,000 foot-pounds of energy with 5 rounds hitting the target, and then maybe a 5.56 can get away with that in 2 shots or 3 shots. So it'd be interesting to run that drill, and instead of sending a count of rounds down, sending down joules or measurements of energy that the target would have to receive per each burst. So that'd be another way to do this drill, right? Anyway, moving on. Leave your comments down below what you learned from this video, what your takeaways were, and definitely let me know if there's any value or any ideas that you can steal for making your own drills. And I'm well aware that this is sort of quasi-scientific, but it's not apples to apples. I'm using a bunch of different weapons on purpose to find out what each weapon on me or in my hands is capable of in this scenario. And another personal takeaway, and hopefully you'll create your own drills like this and have similar takeaways, is like, if I see a situation at 12 yards away, anything similar to this, like an active shooter, I'm going to have a better idea of what my hit averages might be with my small concealed carry pistol. If I have my pistol caliber carbine in this situation, I have a really good idea of what my hit percentages will be. So I think that's valuable information. And again, one of these tests or drills is not enough to take a full inventory of the best setup for your rifle. But yeah, red dots on a rifle, much faster. Red dots on a pistol, I'm not sure. I hate my red dot, so I still haven't decided. I might switch back to my iron sights and run this test again. Maybe that'll be one of my next videos. I'll run a bunch of drills with my red dot, maybe 3 or 4 drills like this, and I'll run the same drills with my iron sights. I'll just pop the red dot off and put my iron sights on and run that same drill. So yeah, this will be good medicine for me, and it'll be a lot of fun to shoot. Hopefully you guys like this. I'm going to take off for now and add this commentary to the video, and I may come back if I forgot to talk about anything. And of course, you're at the Gun Channel. My name is Mike. I'll see you back soon.